What have you got there?
And so
Don't you go hiding. You gotta bring it in. You gotta bring it in like this.
Here we go. So that's 12:30.
12:30. That's good. We did that in 10 minutes. No, 6 minutes. 12:24. We went live with that.
Okay, good.
We're good. All right. So we're cracking through them.
Right.
Okay. So we have attack mop now. Around 30 days ago, we made a decision that we were going to take on the attack mop. We actually are going to take on the squeegee rubber as well, but we've got a patent being lodged at the moment on that. Oh, sorry. Right? But I'm just looking at everything which we do. Like I mean, one of the things about me is that I was a window cleaner, and I came into this business and I really felt one with window cleaners. So becoming a manufacturer and being asked to behave like a manufacturer and do things as a manufacturer is really foreign, actually, to me. So sometimes you'll hear me talk about we as window cleaners, and you're going, hey dude, you're a manufacturer. And I go, well, actually, you know, I'm a window cleaner. Like that's in my mind, right? So let's talk about the history about mops. So if you go back all the time, like the first mop was probably newspaper, if you think about it. And then there was the boar's hair brush. So you'll see a lot of guys in the old photos, they've got a big boar's hair brush with a handle about like this and like that. And because boar's hair drags, so it's a very good grabber, right, as an agitator. Then it came the strip washer or the T-bar or the mop. We call it mop, so you hear us talk about attack mops, right? And they started off being made from lamb's wool, of all things. Right? And then came the cottons, and then the fibers, and then the microfibers, right? But the thing which I looked at and I thought, you know what? When I look at all the mops on the market, they're all the same, right? There's a little bit of a difference between a porcupine and a non-porcupine. I don't know the names of them all. There's a bit of a difference between a monsoon, right? I know what the differences are, right? In the microfiber fabric and the length of the thing and the weave and all that. I've studied all of that. But they're all the same, and they've been the same for 50 years, right? So I go, they're the same shape, same design, and maybe you get the choice of 4 fabrics. Somebody else has made that decision for you, right? And so what we did 30 days ago, we said, let's confront this. And we came live to you guys, and the community gave us feedback, ideas, and from those ideas you can see the byproduct of it. The villain of the mop is, for example, there's not a mop in the world that goes into a corner. There's not a mop in the world that goes into a top edge, because you have a circle and a square, right? And it doesn't get into the top edge. And the thing is that most of the time it's a fly poo or whatever it is, or debris is sitting in that top edge. It's even with the rain, even if it was in the rain, that top edge doesn't get there. So guys made me aware of, hey, these are the problems. If you could make a mop that could do this, or a mop that could do that, right? The other problem, of course, is the non-water solubles, the same enemy of water-fed window cleaning. And the reason why a lot of people believe that water-fed window cleaning doesn't work is because they can't take non-water solubles off the glass, right? The same as with a mop. So that's where guys are they're carrying white non-scratch pad, bronze wool, steel wool, razor blades. They're carrying all these things in their kit in the bag, right? And you're going, hang on, ding ding, window weapon, right? Come back to mop, because you guys who like to use mops, which is completely understandable for most internal work, for storefronts, like ground floor work, pool fences maybe, or like all of that glass. The traditional tools are better and faster maybe than water-fed, Then there's the guys who are on poles, who use mops for poles. They want they use a different part of the mop, right, in different stages of their pole work than the guys who are doing storefront, for example, without using poles or whatever. And then there's internal versus external. And then I go, hang on, there's so many applications. The guys who are doing rope work, there's so many different applications. And yet when you go to the store, in your little e-commerce store, like there are 5 e-commerce stores in America, and you go there and you go to pick a mop off, so everybody gets a favorite mop, and that's their favorite mop. So we've got back to this one size fits all again. We've gone back to generalization, I know it's universalization, which we don't like, what's the other one? Dumbification, right? Dumbification and mystification. Like, keep it simple, people will buy it, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thinking, right? So what we thought was, what if you gave us the feedback and we could change the shape of a mop? What if you gave us feedback and we could change the fabric of a mop? What if you gave us feedback and we could change the design of a mop? No universalization, no generalization, no dumbification, no mystification. So we want you to join us. We want to crowdsource, right? This is just the beginning. The attack mops I'm going to show you today are just the beginning of a journey, right? A high-tech revolution of a manual labor function. So let's have a look at the attack mop. Yeah, that's an attack mop. So, I'm so excited about attack mop. So, what we've done to make attack mop possible is we've listened to the two. Like a lot of you who followed me, right, understand that I put out the call and said, well, what are the two sizes? If I could just make two sizes to start with, everybody or the general consensus was a 14 and an 18. Right, so then I said, okay, I only want to go with fixed handles, right? Because it's easier for me to only buy one handle. And then dudes wrote to me and said, deal breaker, right? I ain't getting fixed handles, so don't worry. Everything which I'm showing you today is available in fixed handle and swivel handle, okay? Oh, that was a Red Bull. So hang on. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the features so you get an idea. Right. Firstly, right, each of these mops, I'll show you what they look like raw. First I'll show them together. This one here, they've got. What's this one called?
No, I mentioned that there's swivel.
Oh, the swivel?
Yeah.
I mentioned the swivel.
Somebody.
Oh, the swivel. You've got. If you want swivel, you can buy swivel. Right? Hey. So I'm going to look at this. Like, you know what people said? I don't want it to move. Like you see them and they move too much on the T-bar, right? But this one here, it's got two different materials. Inside, underneath here, is 3 layers of microfiber as well as the outer layer, right? Because we're looking for water hold. Now, if you want low water hold, I can go back to 2 layers, I can go back to 1 layer, right? We can make less water hold if you don't want it to hold water. I don't think so, right? And these materials, I'm not attached, right? I'm not attached to what I put on these. I'm attached to what you say. So I'll go sourcing and I'll find, and I've got a factory making a fabric for us right now, which will make you so excited, right? I'll show it to you later, right? So, but this one here, like if you're a window cleaner, you're using this part of the mop, yeah? You're not using under here, and you're not using the top, like unless you're going on pole work, right? So this design here, we took that top part and said, let's put blue metal in there, right? So we put blue metal, so if you need to just get some more agitation, if it works for you, right? This is a great little mop. We've strapped it on, right? So that it's not going to move and it won't, like we just saw, oh, Luke, the window cleaner, my God, took out Mormon. No, but he took out Mormon on basically an attachment that didn't work, right? In his own way, right? And so, like I learned from that. I listened to negativity, right? And I think, okay, we'll make it so that it can never break. We'll make it so it can never fail, right? Under here, you see this black? That's PVC. Do you know why? Because if I made that microfiber under there, this costs us more to make, right? But if I made that microfiber in there, it's going to carry water. Water makes it heavier, but you can never get to that water, so it's pointless. So I said to my guys, I don't want water there. Put something there that doesn't hold water. Okay, so this one, we've got 4 names for these: Kung Fu, Grappler, Taekwondo and Boxer, and there's a whole lot of mixed martial arts, but we're calling it the MMA, Mixed Mop Arts. Isn't that great? Right. So welcome to the MMA. Here comes the smoke machine. All right, brilliant. Okay, so let's show you another one. I've got one of each of these made. Maybe, I don't know what we call this one. It should have been sumo with how fat it is. But anyway, so these, when you see these noodles, there are many sizes of noodles that you can get, right? So we might say, okay, we'll put the big ones on, let's go to the middle-sized ones, let's go to the small ones. But noodles have more surface area. Microfiber can grab dirt. Microfiber can hold water. So the more surface area we got, the more water, the more dirt we can grab. This side is like standard, yeah, like standard microfiber, loop microfiber, but there's loads of other microfibers. But have a look at this. Around the top, we have white non-scratch pad, because this way, using space of a mop that you've never used before, we can give you the ability to agitate down the edge and across the top, right? Into the corner, down the sides, across the top, point attack, whatever you want. I'm in love with this, right? And when you have a look underneath here, right, it's Velcro the whole way. Yeah, that's Velcro the whole way. Now, I'll tell you what, it's not just Velcro the whole way there, it's Velcro inside, right? Have a look there, that's also Velcro, right? So we're making sure this thing, when you put this baby in here, once you put it in, it reminds me of the first time. Okay. Once you get that in there, you are not going to let it come out, right?
It's really tight.
HR.
Very good. Great.
All right, well, that's that one done. All right, this one. Oh, of course. So there's all the people in the world who say, I just want a mop. So we just gave you a mop. But I tell you what we did. We took away the water that you're never going to use. So we're thinking, like, you know, for the guys doing pole work, you may want one fabric all the way around. You want 3, 4, 2 layers of microfiber underneath. Microfiber can hold up to 6 times its weight in water, right? So it's a great thing and a bad thing, right? If that mop gets too heavy, you're not going to like it. So we're going to make sure that we're holding the water where you want it, right? But I'll just show you what this mop looks like when you go to wash it. It looks like that, right? That's your mop. Like, is that innovation or what? And we've got some other ideas too. This is just 30 days work, 30 days thinking, 30 days listening, 30 days private messages from the guys that think, well, I'm never going to make it. How about you did this, or how about you did that? Okay, so that's that one. And then the Kung Fu, right? So this is the mop where you go, look, a lot of people asked us to put a really big agitator on one side and a mop on the other side, right? Or a really big agitator on the one side and a mop on the other side, right? So the problem with that is that anything which is a really good agitator does not hold water. So what we want to do is make sure that we don't lose your ability to hold water, but we give you the ability for a serious agitator, right? So this is, you know, basically a flip agitator where you can get the blue metal. This is stainless steel woven into polyester, and we've made it light and we've made sure that it flips, right? So you can get it out of the way and it's not going to come in your way. It's, when you go up to a top edge or you got to close out, it's not going to get in your way. And we give you point attack. Point attack, right, is basically white non-scratch pads with Velcro on the back that you can just replace as you need to. Yeah, so you have a look at that. right? So if you need to do a point attack on a piece of debris that's not water soluble, most of what we're talking about is not water solubles, right? So everybody's carrying a whole lot of stuff in a rag bag, right? And we're saying, why can't it be in one process in your mop? Yeah, it's like, duh. But anyway, here we go. So this one here is like a super aggressive. You come across a dirty job, hasn't been cleaned in 3 or 5 years, and it's got a load of stuff on the glass, and it's never going to come off. It's been cooked it's on the south wall, right? Kung fu, whoop, boom, boom. Yeah, you like that?
If it doesn't, the bottom edge doesn't touch the glass, but are you sure there will be enough water retention?
If the bottom edge doesn't, you cannot get this. I mean, you might get us to move by 1/4 of an inch, not even that, 1/8 of an inch, maybe not even that, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, but I'm pretty sure you could not, by the time you're holding it here, you've got no chance of getting this on the glass.
Yeah, but is there enough water retention?
Oh, sure, because what we've done is beefed up the water here. So we've got layers of microfiber sitting underneath here. So this has got 3 layers of microfiber plus the microfiber loop. Yeah, so, and if we need to go to 4, 5, 6, I mean, you wouldn't, but basically it's the dry weight of the microfiber times 4 or 5 is going to be the total volume of water that this mop can hold. Yeah, depending on whether we're using this type of material or that type of material or the noodles or whatever. And that's the journey. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Right, we've got some other ones. This one here, right, is not a product, but it's a prototype. So you have a look at this, yeah? Now, you see can you see those shiny bits? Right, those shiny bits are going to be like really, really stiff nylon bristles. And those fuzzy bits are actually tiny, tiny noodles.
Let everyone know that after the keynote that we'll be launching the website with everything.
Oh, after the keynote, we didn't do it? We said we should put the website live, but anyway, we just ran out of time. As everybody knows, we started 5 minutes late, so we didn't do it. Okay, so as soon as the keynote's over, we will go and turn the website on and everything will be available.
Yeah, it's 48 now.
Okay, that's all right. I'm not worried about the time. Right. Okay, and there's so many different microfibers that are so powerful either as an agitator or as a water holder, right? And what we want to do is say, look, we want to give you a tool kit that you'll be able to say, hey, I want to be able to get like the right tool on the right job. Yeah. So when you look at the Kung Fu,
If you move that quickly up and down, would that flip too much?
look, if it flips too much, tell us. Right? I don't think so, because there's still going to be water there, but we can put a weight in the bottom of it, we put plastic in behind it, we've done all sorts of things. We think it's right, but anyway, we're not trying to tell you it's right, because we've just listened to a bunch of guys and said, what should we do? And we've done what people think we should do. But, that's the Kung Fu. When you want to wash a Kung Fu, that's a Kung Fu, yeah? So, all right, let's talk about this. So basically, the universalization, dumbification, and mystification of the mop delivered you probably 4 styles. And we believe that we're just at the beginning of a journey. This product, the attack mop, is for early adopters. Like one of the things we haven't done well is remind people that when you see an innovation, when you see a product that didn't exist before, the people that should be buying it are the people who want to help other people, right? If you're buying it selfishly and you want it to work perfectly for you, and if 3 out of 4 are good and 1 out of 4 is bad, then you want to bitch about the 1 out of 4, then maybe just don't buy any, right? And wait. Right? But I mean, there's nothing wrong, in marketing terms, we have early adopters and we have laggards. And there's nothing wrong being a laggard, because there's nothing worse than being a laggard, coming in as an early adopter and not knowing how to be a good early adopter, right? So in this case, if you're an early adopter and you want to contribute, you want to be part of the innovation, you want to crowdsource design, you want to change the industry for the future, for the benefit of everybody, like we're prepared to put the effort in. We're prepared to put our team in sitting, like our guys have come up with these ideas based on the problems and thinkings that you guys have fed to us, yeah? So Be part of the high-tech revolution. Be part of the innovation revolution. Be part of the crowdsourced design. And like, we'd love it. We'd love for all of you to be able to buy this pack when I show it to you. We're listening, right? We're listening because we believe in tools with techniques. We don't believe that the technique that you have now should transfer to this tool, right? We believe that we give you a new tool, right? And I'm so sort of addicted to this video that I saw when Ettore Stocconi brought out the squeegee at first. The straight pull, wipe, straight pull, wipe, straight pull, wipe. So how is it now that we fan? Right? Somebody came up with a technique and made that same tool better with a technique. So we have to work together, not just to go, oh, the product, but what if you change your technique with a different product? And that's the feedback that we need, and then we can start teaching and educating. You can start teaching and educating. Yeah? I'm passionate about this. Tools for tasks, right? The universalization of the mop is, like, in my mind, when everybody flooded me with all the things that they couldn't do with a mop, I go, wow, that's so crazy. 4 mops, every mop is circle. Like, take out the towels and the Mormons, because they're really trying to address all of these issues in a different way, and I have absolute respect for them, right? But this is just for you guys who like to use a squeegee and a mop separately. Because window cleaning is really the only trade where, when they go to buy their toolkit, they get offered one mop or one style of mop, one squeegee or one style of squeegee. And you go, how does that make sense when the goal is to work faster, better, safer? There's nothing wrong with buying something from every manufacturer, because if it works faster, better, safer under these conditions, on that job, in this geography, and that whatever, right? That's what you should be doing. Like, don't be overly loyal, right? And then miss out on innovation, yeah? So, do you want to know how much? All right, so we're going to give you, this is the pack. As we said, we're going to make it so damn good that you can't say no. Okay, so we're going to give you, there's two different mounting systems, right? So we can't, the one with the point attack is different. So we're going to give you 2 14-inch T-bars, right? One pack is straight, one pack is swivel. The price is different, of course, you can imagine that. Pardon me. So you're going to get 2 14-inch T-bars, 2 18-inch T-bars. You're going to get one of each, Kung Fu, Grappler, Boxer, and Taekwondo. One of each 14-inch and 18-inch. If it's on a straight handle, that whole pack, 4 T-bars, 8 mops for $99. Now,
Only for Black Friday.
what price did you do it?
We'll find out.
Hang on a sec.
Oh wait, no, 94.
$94?
Yeah.
I put it in 90. All right, it's in store at $94. $94 for four T-bars. Right? Now, if you want swivels, it's going to be in store, I think, $129 or something like that. Like, it's a little, because the swivels cost us a lot more. Right? But if you just want to give it a go, $94, you get 4 T-bars, 8 mops, right? Kung Fu, Grappler, Sumo, not Sumo, Sumo's coming, Boxer, and Taekwondo. And please, only do it if you want to give us feedback. Right? We want to be a community. We do not like negativity. You'll hear more about that later. Right? Okay?